Well, it started out as a joke, but apparently the Mother Martha Health Center is in far more desperate need than we realized. What's up, everyone? BATCRAFT. That's right, it's Bo here from the TV Talk Podcast, and I'm so perplexed because we've got a big issue going on right now in my base, which is that villagers are disappearing. And specifically, these villagers are, all right, so I had a farmer right here. He was going around, he was collecting carrots. He was kind of my main source of carrots and thus emeralds as he was trading with this guy. And just out of nowhere, he's gone. I went AFK for a while and I came back and there were no carrots. I come up here, I find there is no villager up there other than the one that the guy's supposed to be trading with. Now I come down here and we got villagers for days. We got all these guys are fine. These guys are fine. And I think, oh wow, actually I haven't actually checked here. I think we're okay. Yes. Okay, so all these guys are cool. Everybody's fine in here. So the grocery store, inside the grocery store, everybody is fine. But up top, we lost our farmer. And then over here at the Mother Martha Hospital, we got a problem because all of our villagers are gone. I had like 6 or 7 dudes in here and they're just gone. So I'm starting to think, I don't know. Cause all right. So at first I thought maybe they got struck by lightning because of course, you know, it is raining a lot and I don't know if lightning goes through slabs or not, but the fact of the matter is, even if that was the case, they'd turn into witches, right? Like that's what would happen then. And I mean, everything's well lit. I don't think there's any surfaces, especially right here, where anybody could get out. I don't know what's happening. So we've got a problem. Patients are literally disappearing at the Mother Martha Hospital. And then on top of that, we're not exactly set up to replenish this easily. So we need to create some sort of protective system. I don't know if it's like putting them and keeping them in minecarts or what, but regardless, we need to get them, our villagers, in some kind of safe way where not only are they going to be safe, but should the worst happen, we can repopulate the city relatively easy. And right now, that's not the case. So that kind of puts a dent into what my plans were going to be, but that's okay. Honestly, that's perfectly fine because this is probably going to end up being a shorter video. As I mentioned, I've been doing a lot of traveling lately, and I will be out this weekend, which is going to kind of cut into my playtime and thus my recording time and thus my editing time. But I have been hard at work since the last episode, working on these brownstones right here, and specifically the interior. Now, as you know, this one right here has kind of been my little home, right? Go in here. Yes, very nice, very nice. I can't remember if I showed last week or not, so I'll just go ahead and show down here. I ended up finishing the bathroom. You know, got some nice little wallpaper, got ourselves a mirror. It's a little dirty, which is why, you know, you can't see my beautiful reflection. But actually, you know what? It looks like this. See, I'm looking into a mirror right now. Huh? Okay. All right. Anyway, so that's the sink and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, so my home is great. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. And I'm not planning on moving anytime soon. But I do like the idea of renting out some of these spaces or selling them as condos, you know, with specific rules. I mean, like if you're buying the condo, you can't change the exterior of the building and that kind of stuff, but you kind of own the space and you can kind of set it up the way you want. That's kind of, you know, this definitely takes care of 2 birds with 1 stone, if you know what I mean. Because this way, not only am I making diamonds, but it means the interiors are getting done and I don't have to do them. So I think it'll be great. It's not a scam because people are getting value. And that's why it's not a scam. It's also because I'm a hero and my internal or my cybernetic implant wouldn't let me do anything that's evil. So yeah, this is not evil. This is just good business practices. All right. So we got 4 units, right? We got 1A, 2B, 3C, and 4D, all currently for sale. 1A is right here, bottom floor. And actually, you know what? Before I show this off, I gotta be honest. These little bubble things are absolutely driving me crazy. And at some point, I kind of get used to them, you know, when I'm working and all that kind of good stuff. But then when I start recording, they pop up on here and I forget to turn them off. And I find it when I'm editing that they're like all over the place. I'm like, yeah, I wish I had just gone up here and done that. So yes, that'll take care of the bubbles. All right, now, as I was saying, this is a great value, I think, to the BATCRAFTers because, in all likelihood, this right here is going to end up being a massive trolley station, which will be a kind of a transit point for everybody that's on the trolley station. And who knows, maybe we'll just go ahead and hook up everybody. I don't know. I'm not making any kind of decisions on that now. But, you know, you're going to want that kind of midway point between your base and Gotham. And, you know, if New Yorktown happens to be that, well, then that means you need a place in New Yorktown. And what better place than this beautiful brownstone right here? Let's just take a look. We're just going to go and pop in real quick. All right, so A1, this is the ground level, big space. You know, we kind of got that whole, you know, massive high ceilings, you know, exposed brick everywhere. That's going to be kind of a theme throughout. Now, this one has a great feature, too, because this one has a little storage space under the stairs. You know, I'll go ahead and tell you right now that nothing else has that. That's pretty sweet. So this is kind of our first unit right here. Okay. We're going to go upstairs, and we've got our second one right here. All right. Now, this one's a little bit smaller, but it's got a nice view, or theoretically, it will have a nice view. I am going to move that iron farm. That is definitely not staying there. So it never even got finished, and it's going away. So don't worry about that. But it is going to have a nice view, and that's that one. And then if we go up the stairs a little further, we got this one right here. Now this is the top level, even higher ceilings. You know, this one you get a lot of natural light. I mean, this is a really very prime spot right here. You got, not only do you have the exposed brick, but you also have some exposed stone bricks as well, which is a nice little feature. Yeah. And then finally, and this is cool, D4 is actually the above roof of mine. Now this one's, you know, it's much smaller, but it has way better features. I mean, like, look at this. You got the little balcony. It's going to be nice. You know, it's not going to be covered. That I'm working on this. I'm kind of wall that up and then put a ceiling right here. So you're still going to have a nice little view right here, possibly even like a rooftop garden. Honestly, that might be part of this as well. I'm kind of thinking about that. So that just enhances the view right there. And you got these nice little bay window type situations where you can kind of like sit up here while it rains and, you know, contemplate the world. You know, you're a starving you're a starving artist who's living on top of this massive brownstone building, and somehow you were able to afford it because, I don't know, your parents were surgeons, or I don't know, whatever the situation is. But regardless, you could think about life and, you know, be all like you're in a Wes Anderson film. I don't know. Anyway, point is, this is a really, really cool spot. And I think this one in particular, you know, is really great. Honestly, they're all really great. They're all really great. All fantastic value. And I'm really looking forward to being able to put these on the market. And yeah, possibly even opening up, I don't know, maybe like a New Yorktown realty in Gotham, you know, or something like that, like investment properties in Gotham. I haven't quite figured out exactly what it is, but this right here, I'm telling you, this is going to have to be my next big money making scheme, because I'm running low on diamonds. I know I say it all the time, but I'm constantly buying resources, and it's becoming more and more of a problem. Even though, by the way, you can trade for quartz, which I did not realize. And then by the time I realized it, my one guy that was trading quartz is now gone. So that's a problem. Anyway, back to our villager situation, because unfortunately, this very much is going to have to be my focus for today. Okay, and after a lot of moving people around and getting them all connected and maybe a few nitwits that met an untimely demise, I think we got everything back up and running. Let's take a look and see. So this guy right here took a minute, but he finally became a farmer. I forgot that I had to create a whatchamacallit and then put it in there and then get him to change, then trade with him and then take it away. But one way or the other, he's back and running and should be trading. I don't know why he's paying such close attention to me, but he should be trying to give those carrots to that guy. I think we're working again. I hope we're working again. You know what? Let's just find out. Villagers are such a, you know, they're such a huge benefit, and yet at the same time, they are such a huge frustration. Okay, this is good. Yes. Okay. Yes. We're rocking and we're rolling. Okay, good. All right. I don't know why I was panicking. I mean, I do know why I was panicking, but even still, if we go over to the Mother Martha Hospital, we have gone ahead and I've started to just try to be a little bit more, strategic about this. Instead of having these guys like all, walking around this kind of area, I'm just going to go ahead and start making them their own little rooms. Basically, my thought is that, I don't know. Like, see, this is what happens when you go for form over function. Like, now I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do, but basically all future villager trading is going to probably happen in here. There is something I'd like to do with the book, guys, but that's so far down the road I don't even know. So basically anybody else that we need trades with, which is mostly these brick dudes, is going to be in here. And so I guess I could do another layer of them up top. And then I guess I could kind of get them up here, but it's going to be a lot of work to make that look nice. I just don't know. I don't know what's going to end up happening. Right now it's again, we're switching it up. We're function over form at the moment. And my goal is to get these guys all giving me the quartz. This one looks like it's going to have the polished quartz. This dude's going to have the columns. So that's good. We'll see what this guy gets me. And basically, if he's another column guy, he will meet an untimely demise. So we're working it out. And then I got these two lovebirds right here who are chilling in a hot tub. And that way, hopefully, with them being traded with and everything else, and I think because they're in here in the little water bath thing, that means they're not going anywhere. So we'll see. Hopefully, this is my backup plan for if we need to. Well, Anyway, point is that hopefully we'll be good there. And actually, can I do some trading really quick, just to see if we get what we need? The nice thing is that now that I've got the carrots back up and running, that means that I've got my main source of emeralds back up and running. I mean, I do have the melon farm, which was it was good in a pinch, but it's not nearly as productive as this is. Not nearly. Okay, let's see. Are you ready? Not yet. Come on. All right, and I think one more should do it, right? One more should do it. I do like that he trades the red terracotta. That's always good. Okay, good. I think that's smooth. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, give me those emeralds back. Okay, so these guys are all valuable. You get to keep your job. And, all that implies. So that's good. That's really, really good. Okay, so not exactly what I had intended to do today, but at the same time, it is what it is. We're trying to get some things knocked out because, of course, like I mentioned at the top of the show, I am going to be out of town. So you gotta do some things. You can't just leave town. You gotta make sure that you're prepped and ready. Let's get this stuff. Our pockets emptied. And what? No! What are you doing? What? Okay, in case it's not abundantly clear, I did not turn these sheep purple or even put them in here. How did you get here? I'm so confused. Okay, you know what? To my knowledge, we don't have a Valenco here in New York Town. We have not approved the building of any kind of satellite Valenco whatever. There's no Valenco shops here, no Valenco warehouses or otherwise. To my knowledge, we haven't even had an import of Valenco wheat, although I don't know. This is okay, come on. Yep, we're going to bring you. Got a long way to go because you're about to become evidence. Okay. Yep. Evidence. There we go. That was not, if you thought that was easy, it was not. It was very much not. I need to stop taking on tasks that take on a lot of time. Anyway, point is, we've got our evidence here to help in Kyle's case against Valenco. Unbelievable. All right, I do kind of feel a little bad. This does not look exactly like a fun life for this guy, but he's purple, And most purple sheep are getting annihilated, so this one's actually, its life is being prolonged. Okay, poor guy. It's not going to be for long, buddy. It's not going to be for long, okay? You just chill. You just be good, be happy, be good. If you have something to stand on, there you go. Does that There you go. Now he's got a little something he can do. See, now he's great. He's fine. All right, we've got our evidence. We've got the evidence we need. Wow. Okay. Still more. See, they're still everywhere. They're still absolutely everywhere. You know? Mm-hmm. Absolutely everywhere. And oh my goodness. Does the mustache bandit need to be added to our list? Look at that. Look at that. There's a face on my helicopter. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's see if we can't deal with that really quick. Absolutely incredibly. I mean, just this is awful. Graffiti and what are we? You got to be kidding me. What? What? Oh my gosh. They're everywhere. It's an infestation. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I saw that. I got used to seeing them and I thought this was one, but it's actually just flowers. Nope. There they are. Okay. 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 Oh man. All right. Word on the street is I am out of sand. Yes, I am. Yes, I am out of sand, but that is okay. We will take those diamonds. All right. The book sales are coming in. Okay. Not the same amount of profits that we used to have, but this isn't bad either. Okay, 18 diamonds. I'll take some of that. I'll take some of that to the bank. I mean, not really, because at the moment, I don't need to acquire any new land. That being said, as I mentioned, we may need to set up some sort of new New York town, like realty or something of that nature, or investment property offices, I don't know. That could be something that we establish here in Gotham. And maybe, I know we said we're going to build this clock tower, which we are, of course, going to build a clock tower. But that's such a weird little spot for one, I don't know. It seems like this is a construction project that may never see the light of day. So maybe we actually use this to build just a little office, a little meager office in the downtown, corporate space. I don't know. The other thing too is I've been tasked with the job of creating a city hall for Gotham, and I've been having a very difficult time about it. Like I've been trying, I have kind of a general concept of what I want and the palette that I want to use and everything. But I think the main thing is, the question is, do I set it up top here, or do I make it like down below here, or is it both? And to be honest, I'm kind of leaning towards both. So that the idea is that whether or not you're in kind of the shopping district or you're in the corporate district, you've got easy access. And in fact, you have to go through City Hall to get between the two. This is going to be what's going to house our post office. It's going to be what's going to house the bank. It's going to have our voting booth. It's actually a really important part of the city and needs to be a priority of mine. I've been so focused on my own base, and I need to get my head out of my own base and get right back into Gotham. And this is definitely the project to do it. I'd love to say that's happening this week, but I just don't have the time. So I'm hopeful that we will be breaking ground on this next week. Yeah. Well, probably I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to so we're going to take away the regular bricks. We're going to use kind of the deep slate bricks. We're going to want this to be kind of black. I'm using some dried kelp, which is going to, kind of communicate that, that kind of the wealth of Gotham. And I love the idea that like you have kind of a corrupt business, or rather kind of the corrupt government, the corrupt business, and then us lowly little shop folks trying to make our way in this world. Us lowly little shops and Walmart, which is not an evil company, because we proved that that's not an evil company. So no need to grumble. Don't know why I was grumbling. I'm glad that we have Walmart here as a ethical company that does wonderful things for the community. Anyway, point is that we are going to be making this up, and we'll have to clean off all of the graffiti, and I'm sure that everyone will respect the fact that we have new fresh walls with no graffiti on them and have no desire to do anything with them at all. Right? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be next week, and we'll get as much of that done as possible. But I think for now, this is, like I said, a shorter update just because of the travel and everything. So I hope that y'all are doing well. And yeah, we'll get cracking on this project. And until then, I will see y'all next week. Goodbye.